Democrats that believe that Kamala Harris is going to be the stronger pick for the economy, for the country, than Donald Trump. What would your message to those people be?
I really don't have a message for them, really. I would just say to them, look at her track record. You got to go by her paper trail. What she done. Look at Donald Trump's track record. Now, I switched my party.
I think Walz is a great addition. Has only made us more excited about the ticket.
Gender affirming care, transgender rights, all of it, all of that.
That transgender bullshit, that's got to go.
Hey, welcome back. It's your man Wise, and today we're checking out a great video. This is from James Klug. He's out in Philadelphia. He's polling the people. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to leave the full link to this video in the description box. If you want to go over there and watch this video without my commentary, feel free to do so. Make sure you give that man a like, a sub, all that good jazz. Without further ado, let's go.
What's going on, everyone? James Klug here. Today, I'm in Philadelphia, and we're going to find out why Democrats are supporting Kamala Harris and what they think her greatest accomplishments are as vice president. Let's go talk to some people. Are you excited about Kamala Harris running for president?
I am ecstatic.
Totally.
Beyond.
Yeah, I am.
Yes.
Yes, I am.
What do you guys think?
Absolutely.
100%.
I am excited about her running for president.
It's more energizing.
It's amazing that we live in a time where there's an opportunity to have a female president.
It's about time there's a little hope in our country.
Are you excited about her running for president?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Come on.
No?
No. Absolutely not. 2024 Trump.
Why are you ecstatic?
Because for the first time since, I think, 2008, I feel like hope again.
I think she brings hope.
It's very hopeful.
Why is that?
Because it's time for a woman president.
Right.
First of all, we got the first black mayor of City of Philadelphia, Mayor Sherelle Parker. And I think, we need a woman in the...
Yeah. I don't care if she's black. It doesn't matter to me whether you're black or white. What matters to me is, are you going to serve the people? And she's not going to serve the people of America, the true people of America.
Yeah. Why do you think so? Do you see her as just being a weaker candidate than Donald Trump?
Yes, I do.
She seems to have a good head on her shoulders.
But I think it's a lot of tension in our community right now as a whole. And we need anything we could put in there that can deactivate that tension, bring it down.
It seems to be interested in bringing people together and actually solving problems.
How do you think that's been the last couple of years?
For the signs, they're going the wrong direction.
So if you see it going the wrong direction, Kamala's in office right now, what makes you think that she's going to change that if she's been in office the last 3.5 years?
I think she's going to have a, it's just not her. It's the Congress, it's the Senate, it's other people.
I mean, I love everything she's about, their party's about, Tim Walz about, all good.
Yeah, I think Walz is a great addition. Has only made us more excited about the ticket.
I think her choice of a running mate was fantastic. I'd never heard of him before.
When it comes to Tim Walz, he is...
Okay. I never heard of Tim Walz before, but the addition of him as her running mate was just fantastic. How can you say that? How can you say that with a straight face? You didn't even know who the man was. How can you say that? I just don't understand these people. Somebody in the comment section explain this to me or answer this question for me. I'm at the part to where I'm starting to believe that liberals that don't have melanin are some of the most dangerous people in the country because of their guilt, and they're willing to just get on board with any and everything that the Democrat Party feeds them. Let me know what your thoughts on that in the comment section is
hailed by, the LGBT community for, he's praised by them for allowing minors to medically transition, the appearance of their gender. So you have all sorts of stuff around that. What are your thoughts about that?
That's crazy. They're minors, meaning that their mind is fully not developed yet. So really, they don't know what the hell they're doing.
Do you support children being allowed to, begin that sex change process?
My personal opinion, no. But continuing with the Bill of Rights, the first 10 amendments of the Constitution, to deal with that, because that brings a lot of balance. I mean, our society, the American society, is better than a lot of other societies. So, I may don't like that, but I like the fact that in that Bill of Rights, there is a support for that.
Medical procedures for
There's no support in the Bill of Rights for children to receive that type of medical treatment that would just so radically and dramatically alter who they are as human beings. That is nowhere in the Bill of Rights. What is this guy talking about?
Children to transition, there's support for that?
I don't support it.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to check. Now, when it comes to Kamala Harris, obviously she's been VP the last 3.5 years. What was your favorite accomplishment of hers as VP of the United States?
Honestly, I can't answer that question.
You know, honestly, that's a good question. I can't really say specifically.
I can't, I'm humble there.
What do you guys think?
I can't think of anything, specifically.
I don't know. Sorry.
It's more about she just represents, I think I like what she stands for and how she conducts herself.
What's your favorite accomplishment of hers as vice president?
I don't know. I haven't really been following politics.
She worked on women's issues.
I think for women in productive rights, a man taking away our productive rights and our reproductive rights, you have no idea what you're doing,
No man has taken the ability for you to reproduce in this country. Maybe in China, maybe in some other places around the world, but in this country, no man has stopped any woman in this country from reproducing. These people are ridiculous.
So
reproductive rights, is abortion a big issue for you?
No, just in general, reproductive rights. Reproductive rights, how I should utilize my body.
Women has the right to choose if she chooses to choose, but at whose expense, okay? All right? If somebody's expense is going to get hurt when it comes to abortion.
Yeah, that's an interesting one, because right now it's to the states. So you don't want Americans, voting in their individual states on the particular topic of abortion. Is that correct?
That's a trick question.
I'm just honestly asking that. I'm curious what you think.
Every state has their own laws. But
should people in those states be allowed to vote for those laws, or do you think we should take that away and have it, federal government take care of it?
I think we should take that away. I really do.
You see as her greatest accomplishment as Vice President of the United States?
I think, admittedly, taking a more behind-the-scenes role. I think the Vice President's biggest role is in the Senate, being a tiebreaker, kind of making sure the Senate runs as opposed to. I think that's what she did.
I think the number of ties that she broke.
It's like 33.
Yeah.
You mentioned kind of behind the scenes. Usually that's the case for the Vice President. I actually saw a lot of her being put to the forefront in many ways when it came to, over the last 3.5 years. She was in the spotlight a decent amount. One criticism we have heard, obviously, border czar. How do you think she did with that? What were your thoughts on the whole calling her border czar and how she's handled the southern border? What do you think?
I think it's a good question. I think her only real policy on the border was, I think, early in the presidency during the Haitian migration, when she was pretty adamant that America did not want immigrants. I think regardless of one's position, that's her only big view on what is she said on border policies.
Calling her the border czar, do you think she did a good job at that?
No.
I don't have enough knowledge about that to really answer that in one way or the other.
No, but I don't know if that was her focus. So,
being the border czar?
Yeah.
But I thought that she was not the border czar. Weren't they saying that they were kind of trying to undo that label, so to speak?
How do you think she did as the border czar?
She didn't do well at all because I got a cousin who's in the military. He's in the United States Army. He's stationed down there in New Mexico. And he said, the media, what they telling you who's crossing that border, he says the number are much, much higher than that. So what did she do? She did nothing. They're still coming over by the thousands every day.
There's no doubt. Worst border crisis in American history the last 3.5 years. Big deal. It affects a lot of communities around the United States, even places in Chicago. They're having a lot of problems because they're having to shift resources. When it comes to that, do you think that's going to negatively impact Kamala Harris, or do you think that she'll kind of be able to maybe get away from that? What do you think?
I think there's no getting away from millions of people seeking asylum in the country, given that in 2020 the borders were shut to try to stifle the spread of COVID, and the growing tensions in Southern America and Central America with the political crisis there, I think there's going to be no shying away from it. I'm definitely curious to see what her policy is.
I don't mind you coming to this country. This is a land of the free, we call that, right? But do it legally.
Obviously, I think,
we have one guy in this video, one that sounds like he has some sense. One, and it's the brother in the green shirt. Why can't we all sound like this guy and think like this guy? Goodness gracious, no wonder Philly's in the position that they're in.
I don't think you should just have a completely open border where anyone can be allowed to come in, but I don't think the right call is, decreasing what I think has been a good method of, DACA, what is allowing people who can benefit our country in.
But you just can't come over here and then next we giving you these here debit cards and we put $1,000 a month on it and you living better than some of the American people.
Hopefully as the debates progress and as she gets time to...
He's absolutely right. You can't come over here and be gifted more resources than the people that are already here that have paid into the system. It's ridiculous. It's a slap in the face to the American people.
Her policies, I'm curious what her views are.
Well, we could table vice presidential accomplishments. As for policies, what proposed policies excites you about Kamala Harris, to be president of the United States?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Oh, God.
Honestly, right now, I'm doing some homework about her.
I'm really hoping to see policies laid out on both sides so that we all can really take a more critical look at everything.
Well, any policy that you enjoy or like that you think is good?
I'm not a fan of her prosecution history, so
Okay.
we're not going to put that
deduct points.
So I really don't know what her policies kind of consist of.
The housing. Oh my God, the housing. Because I used to work for Habitat for Humanity, okay? And you give somebody a stable place to live that they can afford, everything else changes.
I think her focus on the middle class, I think, is important.
There was the story about a lot of investments during this administration, Biden-Harris administration, a lot of investment into EV. Tens of billions of dollars. There has been a handful of issues when it comes to these things, when it comes to building EV chargers. They promised 500,000. They have built 7. Do you think that red tape and all of...
Now that's crazy. $7.5 billion spent on... That is insane. That is insane. This Green New Deal, this EV push, man, it's a racket. It is nothing but a money laundering scheme.
That would get in the way of the proposal to build millions of homes. How do you feel about it? Do you think they would be able to deliver it with the track record right now?
If we vote blue all the way down ticket and then hold everybody accountable, no, we can do it.
What are we a fan of?
We're definitely a fan of, the representation for women.
Should you vote for Kamala Harris because she's a woman? We brought up that was important. Is that a good thing or a bad thing, voting for her because she's a woman?
I think, people are going to vote for what they want. But if you ask me personally, I'm going to vote for policies.
For people of color.
Do you see her as representing the black community or no?
No, I don't see her representing America.
Of course, Roe v. Wade, right? Somebody to help us get that back in place.
See, America was built on spiritual principles. Them forefathers came over here, they built on some spiritual stuff here, all right? And our spirituality is going out the door.
Gender affirming care, transgender rights, all of that.
If you choose to be gay and you're gay, I got gay friends. I got people in my family gay. But that transgender bull, that's got to go. I mean, come on. You want to go to Dr. Frankenstein and he want to do all this here stuff to you to make you look like a woman, and now you want me to call you a woman when I know from my childhood, you and I grew up together, I know you from the neighborhood, and now you was a boy. So you want me to put my spiritual beliefs around truth, what I believe in, what I see, aside for your convenience.
In 2018, while Donald Trump was president, did your guys' dollar...
Man, that brother right there, They got one sane person on this video. Shout out to James Klug for finding the one sane person in all of Philadelphia, because the rest of these people, they're either too scared to tell you what they actually believe, or what's even scarier is that they actually believe in the Democrat Party and their foolishness lockstep. And that's what's really, really disturbing. It's very disturbing.
Get you further? Were you able to buy more groceries, gas? Was your rent lower than it is today under the Biden-Harris administration, or no?
I think stuff is higher now.
Okay.
I just have faith that they're going to bring it down. And they're going to have to. They want another term. But sometimes you get in there, you want another term.
Eventually they'll bring it down, huh?
I think she's concerned about people's paychecks and how much it buys and, you know, the hardships.
I mean, if people look at the facts, I think it should positively impact. People like to hear sound bites and go with that, with their whatever their alliances are. But the facts of the matter are America's economy is better now than it was under Trump.
I don't know how half the people in America.
How can she say that with a straight face? Goodness gracious. And I'm going to rewind it so this sister right here can speak.
I mean, if people look at the facts, I think it should positively impact. People like to hear sound bites and go with that, with their whatever their alliances are. But the facts of the matter are America's economy is better now than it was under Trump.
I don't know how half the people in America can afford to live.
You know, we're talking to a lot of people that bring up how, you know, price of groceries is up 20%, gas is up 50%. They're having trouble. And so they're having trouble voting for Kamala, who's vice president right now. They don't think she's proven herself as vice president. What would you say to those people? Do you think they're wrong?
I don't think you can blame inflation on her, really. And at my age, I've seen prices go up so much anyway that, you know, that's what happens.
Democrats that believe that Kamala Harris is going to be the stronger pick for the economy, for the country, than Donald Trump. What would your message to those people be?
I really don't have a message for them, really. I would just say to them, look at her track record. You got to go by her paper trail, what she done. Look at Donald Trump's track record. Now, I switched my party when Trump got in office.
I just don't understand how anybody can vote for a convicted felon who makes up things, and what kind of moral fiber is this person?
When it comes to the pocketbooks being affected, Americans largely want change. So, but you don't think that that will negatively impact her, saying, hey, give me a few more years and I'll get it under control?
I think she's got to get the facts out.
Yeah.
I think there just we haven't had reliable facts presented to the public.
She has the facts, as opposed to just saying what comes to her mind with no support for it.
I'd like to see her answer some tough questions.
I think she's not shying away from the camera, tends to not shy away from her policy points, and it seems like she's excited about the prospect of a debate.
She's yet to do that. Is that a problem to you then?
Yeah, I don't know where she stands. I don't know. She's flip-flopping.
She's saying a lot of crowd pleasers.
Okay.
Yeah. I think she's saying, I agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think she's not doing interviews to avoid answering those questions, or do you think she's just too busy? What do you think?
I wouldn't speculate.
I don't know.
I'm sure they have reasons.
I'm not here.
I'm at a point now where I think that low information voters, and large majority of your low information voters are a part of the Democrat Party. They follow these liberals lockstep. They're some of the most dangerous people in the country, because they support a party, they support a person, and they don't even know why they support this individual. This is just, it's sad, it's scary, it's disheartening, it's frustrating to listen to. And shout out to James Klug, because like I said yesterday, the fact that he gets out here and have conversations with these people, he has to be losing IQ points every time he goes out there and does this, because how do you not get frustrated? How do you not want to yell at some of these people? How do you not want to scream at some of these people? They had one sane person in this video. And I'm sure there was a few others there, but because of their lack of melanin, they are afraid to truly voice their opinion. And they've gone on with this identity politics. They get along, they go along, they get along. And what they don't realize is that they're supporting their own demise. And it's really, really frustrating. The full video, the full link to this video will be in the description box. Shout out to James Club. Go over there, get that man to subscribe. Go over there and like this video. Like this video as well. Consider joining the ARP family. It supports me, the team, the channel. It gives us the ability to do what we do on a day-to-day basis. Keep God first in your life. Stay prayed up. And we'll catch up with you all next time.